welcome back to Network Automation with Python series on Explore IT issue solution for all. In our previous video, we learned how to automate Cisco devices using the SSH and NetMiko. We collected the inventory information, operated reports, and pushed configuration automatically. But the modern network don't rely only on SSH anymore. So today most enterprises platforms such as Cisco DNS Center, Meraki Fortinet, Palo Alto, Aruba Central and many clouds networking solutions use APIs for the automation. In this video we will learn what REST APIs are, why APIs are important for the network engineer, get, post, put and delete method, Python request libraries, JSON parsing and real-world API automation concept. By the end of this video, you will understand the functions of the modern network automation. So let's get started. Okay. So in this video, I will create a REST API. Okay. So in this script, we will convert the API, retrieve user data, parse JSON and display informations, save output to the CSV and create a report folder automatically. So before going to start, first we need to create one library to install in our system. So for installing the library, we need to go to the CMD. Okay. And installed pip install request. I will explain you why we use request. Okay, so we need to install first the API of library of request, successfully install the request 2 point something and this. Okay, then the next step is create a one file in our desktop like this, and the name of this file is API underscore inventory dot py. Py is the extension of this file because we are using Python, so we just hit enter, convert this extension text to py. So this file is created. Now the step is the code we need to insert in this file. So I just open in the notepad. So I have already created the code. I will put it in the description so you can easily add it in this code and run the script. Okay, so this is a code which I am using for REST API. Okay, so I will explain you this code. The first step is we are using here is the import request, which is I have installed the library in the CMD this. So in this code we are using import request, and another is import CSVs. Okay, so request is the most popular Python library used for communicating with API. So request, what is request? So request is a Python library used for communicating with APIs. So that's why we need to install the request. And now the URL is showing, the URL is equal to HTTPS like this. Okay, so this is a API endpoint. Think of it as the address where data is stored. So your data is stored in this server. So that's we have created the virtual this URL. Okay, and the step 3 is response is equal to request get. Okay, so this sends for the get request to the API server. This step send the request to get API server. Okay, then the step 4 is the status code is 200, means success. Okay, so the request code is 200 is success. Suppose that is got the response code is 200, then your scripts got to success and API request successfully. Okay, then this the convert into the JSON data into the Python offset. In this section we can convert the data into the JSON object. So we loop through the each user written by the API. We loop each user written by the JSON API. And the step 7, finally we can save the data into the CSV report. So once all the script is done, we receive the data, print, name, email, phone and companies, and report data to append name, email and phone company. Then final step is we need to save the data into the CSV format like this. Okay. So now we can run the script and check what output we have received. So I'll just save this code. I will provide you this code too in the description or our videos end of the video, so you can easily edit this code with as per your network infrastructure, then you can use it. So now I am saving this code and close. Now go to the CMD again. And first we need to go to the directory of the desktop, cd desktop, because this file is made in the desktop, saved in the desktop. Now we can run the API file name is this. So Python space API underrows inventory.py. So once we have hit the enter, we receive some output like success, email success, code of 200. Okay, then I'll check it what response we have received. So when I have insert here enter like this, then these information we have collected as per the report. The API request successful, like this is email name. This is a temporary email or name as we have, this is for the example. So you can correct this information by editing the code. So now I'm go to the desktop and check what output we have received in this API. So I'm go to the API request. I'll show you, wait a minute. So as per the code, we have created one folder is the API request. Inside this folder, we receive one file like this API report in .csv and timestamp. So just click here, double click here or open in this. So see this. For the demo person, I'm using this information via the API. So when we have hit enter, API request is success, sending the API request, HTTP status is 200, it means success, the API request successful. Then collect the data from this, first name, email, phone number and company. So these type of information we can collect via the API, or this is an example. So same thing we can changes with our code, our like VLANs information, version information, IP address information using the REST API. So I hope you easily understand to create a code, or I will show you if we have a code related to the network devices. Just a minute, I'll show you, wait a minute. So I hope you are understand successfully. So today we learn how to retrieve data from an API, pass JSON response, and generate report using Python. In the next video, we will connect to the actual Cisco device using the REST config and automation networking through the API instead of CLI. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and share, and subscribe to the Explore IT Issue Solution for All. Thank you so much for watching our video. See you in the day 18.